Hello, lovelies, lovelies. Dr. Lindsay Matthews Cantu here, BirthFit founder and CEO. And today is BirthFit Podcast 273. It's going to be a quickie. I've had this on my heart and I've been trying to get on a recording device to communicate it properly. Um, and I want you to ask questions. So, for many of you, you've watched my journey. Some of you have been here for quite some time. Like, literally, I just got a post from Dr. Hannah out in Central California who tagged BirthFit in a post on Instagram yesterday. She was wearing the breastfeeding is not a crime shirt, 10 years old. Like, that is freaking amazing. And I am so honored to be in your journey, like part of your journey, Dr. Hannah. And I know that's the same for many of you. And also, I want you all to know that you've been part of my journey. And a lot of you've watched me leave California, go through a big transition as I left the community that I helped build in Venice, California, Los Angeles, California. You watched me restart in Austin, Texas. You watched me fall in love with my now husband. You watched me maybe not so much go through a miscarriage and then give birth to our baby girl 2 years later. I didn't share so much about the miscarriage until I was on the other side. But you all have been right alongside of my own motherhood transition journey. And what I want to share with you is the journey that I had from getting pregnant the first time, from going through that miscarriage to all the way through the second time to having like giving birth to Vera on our back porch at 36 weeks with no intervention and it being this really I don't want to say amazing because that's it's such a lame word, but it was amazing. And it was a beautiful, blissful, intentional birth experience. And I'm figuring out, how to manifest, if I use that word, in my bigger life. Because what I did in my birth experiences was, I journaled, I prayed, I said things out loud, I moved my body, I connected brain and body. And for me, I was able to do that. And I didn't have the birth that I desired. Like I really wanted these beautiful plants on the back porch. And birth throws those curveballs. So if you see my pictures, there's orange tarp up in the ground in the back porch because we didn't get our deck finished in time. Um, but like that birth, that my own motherhood transition gave me so much trust in myself, in my body, in my God. And it really gave me a big lesson on faith. And I've been coming back to what is the problem that BirthFit solves. And I was doing these exercises, let me just pivot, have a tangent here because I'm good at that. I'm rebuilding BirthFit. I'm restructuring everything from the inside out. Um, because prior, I was a workaholic, I was a hustler, and when I did not have a little one, I could work all hours of the night, all hours of the day. I could burn it down, literally, I could burn the candle down. But that's not sustainable, and I don't want to be that example for any woman. I want to be the nourished mother. I want to be the one that has fun and fulfills my, career dreams, business dreams. I want to be the example for my daughter. I want to love my body and I want her to love her body and see that I want to be present and intentional. And I want to make a lot of money so that we can have these experiences, so that I can buy the best chickens for our backyard, so I can give us, really cool experience. And I don't think there should be any shame around that. Talking about money as women, as business owners, as entrepreneurs, as coaches, as practitioners. And A lot of the women that I serve here through BirthFit, that we serve through BirthFit, wear multiple hats. They're coaches, they're practitioners, they're business owners, and they're mothers and their wives. So I've been thinking like, oh, my wheels are turning, y'all. Um, and it was really hard, you might have observed this, like for me to come back to work the first year postpartum. I tried it 3 months. I felt misaligned. I tried again at 5 months. I felt misaligned. I sold my half of my practice because I felt out of alignment. And it really wasn't until I kind of burned it down, literally burned it down, that I started gaining clarity. And this was, right around when Vera was turning 2. And I wanted to be so intentional with everything. And now I'm cleaning out the closets of the entire business. So, what does BirthFit do? Well, the problem that we solve, and I really have been trying to like put this into words, and I feel like I'm there now. Women enter motherhood not trusting themselves. And BirthFit is the only place that fixes that problem, that issue at the root. Not through more information, not through more intervention, but through earned self-trust built in the body before birth ever happens. And y'all, some of you that have been in the coaching program, you know that I've taken on clients at 36, 37 weeks, and they build trust really quickly and they're able to have really cool birth experiences. Um, you know, Now I'm looking at things through the lens of if it builds her trust, that's birth fit. If it creates dependency, it's everything else. She's probably already tried it, and that's why she's here. So this is what I'm working with. Um, I want you to trust your body because it was designed for this. Whether you're about to embark on your own birth experience or you're already a mother and you're designing your own business. You're implementing your BirthFit coaching business. You're integrating BirthFit into your practice. You were designed for this. This is why you're here. I want you to trust the process. And this is where the pillars come in play. They are not random. All 7 pillars: sun, sleep, fitness, nutrition, mindset, community, and spirit. Those are chosen. Those were picked on purpose. And my own birth experience really solidified those 7 pillars, and they build on each other. I want you to trust yourself in everything you do. And through small acts of integrity with yourself, showing up for yourself each and every day, even if it's one 20-minute movement session, that evidence starts to accumulate habit by habit, and you're going to stack evidence, and that's going to give you more confidence. It's going to give you more certainty, connectedness. Ah, it's everything. Small acts of trust. So, what is BirthFit's one word? And I listened to an Amy Porterfield podcast the other day, and there was Ron Vader, I think is his name, and he asked the question, what is the one word that your brand is known for? And he gave examples like Brene Brown is known for shame, Dave Ramsey, debt. Well, BirthFit, trust, 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 trust. And I got to experience it myself. And I hear from so many of you, BirthFit taught me how to trust myself again. BirthFit brought me back home to my body. The gym, I showed up for the gym sessions, and that was the gateway, y'all. I say this all the time. That's the gateway drug to trusting yourself again. So, BirthFit, equate it with trust. It's not what your OB is going to give you. It's not what your midwife is going to give you. It's not what your doula is going to give you. It's not what a birth education class or a book is going to give you. That's all information or external support or somebody on the outside or external plan. BirthFit teaches you self-trust, and that comes with radical responsibility, embracing the process, embracing the seven pillars. But that's going to lead you to a sovereign experience. That's going to lead you back into your rhythms in life. That's going to lead you into resilience and adaptability. So I just wanted to share that. Let me know if anything comes up, any thoughts, questions, or reflections. And as a listener of the BirthFit podcast, you can get 1 month free with our BirthFit community membership. Use the code BirthFit Community. All one phrase, just type it out, and you get 1 month free. All right. There's lots of information in our resource library. You get discounts on our training programs. We got a once a month office hours. Y'all get in there. I'll see you in there. Have a great week.